Gather round, ye numpties, for a tale o' wee Kevin and Lance as they find themselves in a right pickle again. This time, the pair and eejits stumbled into a mess bigger than 3 Highland coups in a bothy on a whiskey-fueled Friday night. A portal had opened up after their last adventure with Cash the unicorns, and it spit out a dragon that looked as if it stepped straight out a drinking den, and not a fine one at that. So there they were, lounging about Glenfinnan, when a rumble shook the earth and the skelly-faced beast landed in the village square. It was Drammus the Dragon. What scales the collar of the bad hangover? The fire in its belly sputtered like a drunk old man trying to start a tractor. This dragon was a right nasty piece of work, its breath smelling like weak old ale and regret, and Hunnit was looking for trouble. "Aye, Lance, we better do something," Kevin said, scratching his head. "What's the first move against a scaly shite like that?" Lance, never the wisest, grinned like a dafty. "We'll just tickle his belly. If he laughs, maybe he'll fly away." "Oh, you eejit. It's no a feckin' lassie you're after, it's a dragon." But before Kevin could make his point, the dragon roared, sending a wave of hot, stinking breath over the pair, making them both gag like they'd had one too many at the pub. This beast was a clever one. It shot fireballs out of its stinking gullet, filling the room with the smell of 1,000 outhouses. Kevin and Lance, dodging the inferno, looked like 2 blind Highland goats trying to escape a hunter. Lance clapped and shouted, "Ya lassie, get your hands off our village!" The dragon's eyes gleamed with demon-like delight. "You think you can face me, you wee pipsqueaks?" it bellowed, its voice like some old drunk puffing up a wall. "I'll make your lives as miserable as a lousy git on a Sunday morn." Firing up their battle wits, of which they had barely a drop, they decided it was time for a wee plan. "We need help," whispered Kevin, as fear swept over him like a nasty cold chill. "Let's call for that unicorn we met a wee while back." Lance, in a right daft moment, shouted, "Oi, you beastie of the light! Come and save us from our own stupidity!" As the dragon swirled and fire rained down, a glimmer sparkled in the distance. There was the unicorn striding forward, her hair glowing like the golden ale they wished they were drinking. "You numpties, you definitely need help," she cackled, before summoning a blast of glittery magic that made the dragon stumble in surprise. "What's this nonsense?" roared the dragon, taking a step back, its lizard tail knocking the outside, all such Kevin's shed down. "You think you can out-magic me? I'm the lord of the hangover." The unicorn turned to Kevin and Lance. "You need to outwit this beast. It thrives on your weaknesses. Play it like the whiskey, you know." So Kevin hatched a plan, yelling, "Oi, great dragon, let's have a wee competition. If we win, you fly away for good. If you win, will you turn us into haggis? You daft wee shite." The dragon, never one to pass up a chance to make a fool of anyone, agreed. "Aye, I'll play your game. What's it gonna be then?" They decided on a riddle contest. Simple riddles of wit. Each time the dragon answered wrong, a shard of its power weakened, just like Kevin and Lance might have in a boozy brawl. "What goes in dry and comes out wet?" Kevin asked in a lad's hootened voice. "Ah, that's easy," roared the dragon, puffing up so much it looked like it was doing Caleb dance. "It's a bottle, duh." "Think again, you old bag of bones," moaned Lance, laughing for the first time. "It's a tea bag." And while that, they watched the dragon dwindle a wee bit more, like a dram slipping frae a glass. With each riddle, they took the dragon's strength down, making it flail about like a tipsy git trying to find his barstool. Finally, they were left to face off in the last riddle, which the unicorn gave them. "What has keys but can't open locks?" The dragon's face scrunched up and it stammered, visibly shacking. "I cannae think." "A piano, you daft bastard," shouted Lance, never one to miss a chance to mock. And as the last answer fell, the dragon shrieked. It deflated like an old balloon, collapsing onto the ground, hissing fumes of shame. As it crumpled, Kevin laughed. "Man, that's one hell of a belly flop, now sod right off, you scaly git." The beast writhed a bit before a puff of smoke swirled into the air, and where it came the sparkly bewilderment for all creatures in Glenfinnan. "Ya have done it, ye silly wee bastards," the unicorn cheered, flinging glitter round like it was confetti at a New Year's bash. "You've faced the dragon and even survived." And so ended another misadventure of Kevin and Lance, 2 legends of Glenfinnan now known as the Dragon Slayers of Drammus. the drunk-ass dragon dafty. Since not a person has seen a trace of such a creature in Glenfinnan, but hereforth now Kevin and Lance will be the ones ye be calling if you have any dragon problems in the tune of Glenfinnan. Dinna forget to like and subscribe, you bleeding shambles.